I'm not going to waste too much time on this one. We'll grab some coffee. We're going to get off the ship and we're going to explore Grand Turk. So I want to have some value here to anybody who hasn't been to Grand Turk or got off the ship at Grand Turk. I want to give you a full idea, maybe a narrated walking tour of what the Grand Turk experience is just around the cruise port. Let's go. Gym's out of the way, the lunch is out of the way, got a nice salad, a little bit of chicken alongside from the buffet. Fresh Creations was closed today, unfortunately, but that's okay. I'm gonna wash up, grab a coffee, and we're gonna check out Grand Turk. Come on. All right, as soon as you get off the ship, the first thing you come up on is this duty-free gift shop. It's pretty big. You can get a lot of stuff in here. The typical cruise port duty-free shop like we just saw a few days ago. All right, we'll walk a little through the town square here. Again, this is all, not locals driven. You have your typical cruise ship style retail locations like Diamonds International. I'm sure Tanzanite is not too far behind. Sorry for the volume here. Ron John, always a cruise ship port staple. You've heard of Panama Jack. Now you got Piranha Joe. Some t-shirts. Cool little stuff to buy, purchase, clothing, mostly t-shirts, sunglasses, the usual. I'm a little curious of where a taxi would go on Grand Turk. There's not a lot. I guess you can go to the ATV post. I did see some ATV stuff going on the island, and there's a different place where you can, I guess, ride the horses in the ocean. So here's where you get your taxis for any excursions you might have. Unique, so see the other souvenirs, they're great, but these are unique souvenirs. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. All in the wake of the, I guess, the largest condo on Grand Turk. It's such a small island, it's crazy how much the population has to multiply when cruise ships are in town. All right, we're continuing past this plaza and we're heading towards Margaritaville. I've been here a bunch of times, and this flow rider is always sitting here, but I haven't seen it operational. It always seems to be, I don't know, missing an azapod or whatever, but apparently it's up and running. The Grand Turk flow rider is up and going. Does Royal Caribbean know about this? Oh, that didn't work out. Next time, listen, you gotta practice. Shout out to Kay. Go check out the Kay video on this channel and watch her hit the deck. Not unlike what that gentleman did, only she took the instructor with her. Always one thing I appreciate is a zero entry pool. Zero entry here. You just hop right in, or walk right in, I should say, just like you're at the beach. All right, we're making our way back towards the rear part of the Margaritaville. I guess you could say basically a resort. These are the casitas. If you feel like you can rent one of these. Doesn't seem like they really went over too big today, but we'll make our way around so we can see them. It's nice, also an excuse to walk a little through the shade. You can rent these things. I would imagine you got climate control, you got your refrigeration. I don't know, maybe there's a TV. Who knows? Let's see how close we can get to one of them. Anyway, yeah, doesn't seem like people want these things right now today too much. They want to be out in the fun in the sun. I'm surprised. These are very expensive and they usually sell out pretty well. But we'll pan back and we'll take a look at the whole resort in the shadow of the beautiful cruise ship. Margaritaville, Grand Turk. Let's go inside. Hello? I'd like to talk to you about your wireless service. One of the cool things about Grand Turk is how proximal everything is to each other. So I just walked out of Margaritaville, walking back towards where the cruise ship might be, not quite back into the town square area, but I'm gonna walk and show you this beautiful beach. There you have Margaritaville, coming down right to the beach. This beautiful turquoise water, and there's home. All right, I guess we'll make the pilgrimage to Jack's Shack. To fill you guys in, if you hadn't seen the previous video, talked about Jack's Shack and how it was tough for them, the way they were operating to compete with a place like Margaritaville. I think they were dropping the ball in some areas. I think it was kind of nice to them, but we were fair. So we're gonna go back to Jack's Shack right now, which is about maybe a quarter mile down the beach, and see if there's any changes, see how it looks today. This is basically 2 years later. Let's go. I'm kind of dreading this walk, but we're gonna do it anyway. It's a beach walk, looking for some shade. We'll see if there's anything cool along the way as well. But yeah, the walk back is worse too, because well, I don't know why, but it just seems that way. Back at Margaritaville.
I see some booty shaking. Look like we need a booty shaking tourist up in here.
Oh, we're leaving just as it's booty shaking time. But all right, let's keep going. All right, I guess we are now entering the Grand Turk local village. This way, water sports, hair braiding, local restaurants, arts and crafts, a lot of stuff. Let's see what we got. Snorkel masks, hand braiding, hair braiding. All right, I haven't seen this before. Iced coffee, boat tours, snorkeling, stingrays, but it's also island jerk. They got some jerk chicken on these barrel homemade smoker grills. Guarantee you that's good stuff. Yeah, I think this was the right move. Come close to the shore, this view, this water, and a markedly easier commute. Okay? Okay. 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 Okay, we're basically here. And I think what I'm seeing is already a lot different. Seems like there's some construction going on. I don't quite know how to get in. Let's see. All right, this is the way. Jack Shack, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's going on. So that's where you get your food, right here. But also different this time, they have a kiosk up here where you put the order in. Which is way, way different, where you would kind of go, and last time I was here, you would just go to this part of the bar. In a very disorganized fashion, someone would begrudgingly grab your order and give you a piece of paper and invite you to take it over there, and then you'd stand in a huge line. Today, it's just as busy, but the line isn't there, and I gotta say it's probably because of some streamlining in the operation. All right, guys, as mentioned, I came here a couple of years ago, was somewhat underwhelmed with the whole process, the whole thing, the whole product that was Jack's at that time. And yeah, had some issues. If you want to hear those issues, you can go check out the video, Jack Shack on the YouTube channel. But coming back this year, really, really happy to say that I'm glad I did. So many things were incredibly improved. I'll tell you right now, way more infrastructure. They got a better system for taking food. The staff is way friendlier. The chicken comes out faster. They've done a lot of things systematically to fix the place so the lines are not as bad, even though it is crowded, and they are making a good amount of money. The beer is still good. The beer is still cold. And the craziest thing, the best thing, that I don't know how they did it, but they did it. Guys, there's no more flies. The flies are gone. Got a seat, comfortable, chilling, not made to feel like I'm in a rush, not made to feel like we're unwelcome. Jack Shack. Bathrooms, clean, gift shop, you'll see it all. You did see it all probably already, depending upon how I edit the video. But amazing. I'm very, very happy I came back. This place is great. This is comeback tropical establishment of the year in my book. Cheers, Jack Shack. This was definitely the move. Walking up near the shore, where the sand is a little tighter, a little more packed in from the water. That was a no-brainer. Oh, these banana boats. This thing right here, horrifying. I got PTSD from this thing right here. All right, so typically that would be for what I know of, Grand Turk, that would be the Grand Turk experience. Basically those things that we did. However, last time I came in, last time I showed up, there was a new establishment. And I think they were an offshoot of Margaritaville, but just the same, it was a separate establishment in a separate location. And I want to see if it's still there, how it's doing. I was pretty impressed by it because it had a nice little setup. It was a nice little, maybe split the difference between what was the big corporate conglomerate Margaritaville and the Shack, which is Jack Shack. So now we're going to see if this place is still around and see how it's doing. All right, so we're back in the town square. Taxed, little taxed. Put some miles on these Crocs. Oh wow, a Starbucks, noted. We're definitely gonna come back for this. But first I wanna take a walk over past the town square on the other side and see if that, it was the shark something, I think, some shark. I wanna see if it's still around. There's also a cool John Glenn, US NASA, I guess statue tribute. So you talk about location being important in business usually. And I know this place has a strike against it as far as location because everybody gets off the ship and makes the left pretty much. Yeah, I know they have the town square area, so they do that. But beyond that, they make the left. It's Margaritaville, it's Jack Shack, it's excursions, it's everything. Everything is that way, except this one thing is this way. And I've noticed that places that are a little off the beaten in an area where there's a lot to do in the other direction, they have a tough time. So even though it's a nice place, let's see how it's doing. All right, it wasn't a shark. It was called the beached whale. A whale of a good time. Let's check on it. Very remote. See, this place, you're gonna love it too. Very nice place, but yeah, nobody knows it's here. So yeah, it looks like some people have found it. It definitely is way busier than the last time I was here when I think it was kind of brand new. But yeah, it's a nice little quaint place. Kind of like divey, but also comfortable. Out of the crowds, you know. But check it out. It's a whale of a good time. All right, so last thing we'll do is show you this, I guess, commemorative area. Paying tribute to John Glenn. John Glenn was the first astronaut to orbit the Earth in space. And when he splashed down, this is where it happened. And they're commemorating it here. All right, so that was Grand Turk. No authentic island experience will be complete without a trip here. Let's go in. Daniel-san, this not tournament. All right, before we wrap it up, just the main two takeaways on this one. I mean, it was a nice little walkthrough of Grand Turk. We had a good time, and it was nice. I would say the main two takeaways are: one, Jack Shack. Hats off, cheers, what a comeback. Phenomenal job by Jack Shack addressing some issues that needed to be addressed. And then I would also say the pro tip, the sleeper establishment that you might want to check out. Your takeaway is to maybe check out that whale's rib. Whale's tail? I think it's the whale's rib. That bar, as soon as you get off the ship, you go to the right instead of to the left, past the town square, continue on, and it's a cool, if you want to split the difference between what Margaritaville is and Jack Shack, something right in the middle, go check out the whale's rib over there. But that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'm your host.